What's going on, console friends? Welcome back into a new video. My name's Aiko. You saw the title, you probably know what we're talking about. Today we have brand new KontrolFreek thumbsticks that we want to talk about, and a lot of the times I get questions of what thumbsticks work best for this game, or what thumbsticks work best for me, or XYZ type of player. So today we're going to be talking about that, and showing you guys what options KontrolFreek has for thumbsticks, and what ones might work best for you, and which ones I would recommend. So right now on display, we have the brand new Icon X KontrolFreek thumbsticks. These ones are particularly special because it's the first time ever that KontrolFreek has released thumbsticks available in 5 different colors. So of course we have the KontrolFreek green, KontrolFreek purple, red, and then black, as well as the blue one that we have on the controller at the moment. They're really nice. I like them all. They're really cute. These ones are mid-rise thumbsticks. Those are like the medium height thumbstick, right? So you have the super short ones, for example, the Omni thumbsticks. These ones are very short. I can show you guys the size comparisons here in a second. You can see that there's a height difference, and there's even a taller one than this. For example, the new transparent Modern Warfare thumbsticks, currently, personally, my favorite one, is even taller than these ones. So let's pop that one off. I'll show you guys that too. For a size comparison, you can see that Omni's really short. We got the mid-rise in the middle, and we have one of the taller ones there. So on the left thumbstick right now, we have the blue Icon X mid-rise thumbstick, and that's mainly because when it comes to a controller, the left thumbstick is often used for walking around unless you play on a different button layout. The left thumbstick is going to control your movement, so it's not very important to have some high technical thumbstick on that left thumbstick, just because it doesn't really matter because you're just walking. Now on the right side, I like to play with a taller thumbstick, primarily because that's what you're going to be aiming with, is the right thumbstick. So when you have a taller thumbstick on it, and once you play with it a little bit and get more used to it, you will see an incredible improvement when it comes to accuracy and comfortability, and when it comes to small precision aim adjustments. For example, let's just take a look. So with the taller one on our aim thumbstick, just making the slightest adjustment is just so much easier. You have to apply almost no pressure, and it's a lot easier to control. When you have like a short, stubby thumbstick to aim with, it's really, really hard to make pinpoint adjustments. And you can often overskip or miss a target just because you're applying too much pressure or whatever. Maybe there's too much of a dead zone. Whatever have you, it's just a little wonky without a KontrolFreek on it. Oftentimes, I don't even play with one on the left thumbstick. You could be just perfectly fine without one, but you know, for the sake of the video, I think it's worth having one on there. And they're actually a lot more comfortable than the regular sticks. There's a lot more surface area, so it just feels a lot better. And when you guys are shopping around on their website, KontrolFreek.com, you can use my discount code Aikable to save yourself 10% on the total purchase on any of their products on the website. Although I am affiliated with KontrolFreek and I have a link and all that stuff and I make money from it, it's really not a significant amount at all. But I am a loyal affiliate, so of course I'm going to promote their products. However, I wouldn't do it if I didn't honestly endorse them myself as a consumer before pushing it out to you guys. That doesn't make sense to me. That's wrong. That's messed up. I wouldn't do that. Honestly, I just want you guys to have the best console experience that you can, and these things right here, they're going to do that. So that's kind of my setup when it comes to KontrolFreeks. Like I said, oftentimes it'll just be something like this. Nothing on the left one, and then usually a tall one on the right. Sometimes I will throw on like a shorter one on the right once, because sometimes these guys are a little too tall for me personally, depending on how I'm feeling that day. But with that being said, what ones might work best for you? So on KontrolFreek.com, on their website, you can take a survey, answer a few different questions. If you play a lot of racing games, you play a lot of sports games, maybe you play a lot of shooters, and what kind of playstyle you have. Are you aggressive? Are you a run and gunner? Like really what defines you as a player, and they will give you a filtered out version of their thumbstick list, and you can choose from there what you think looks best and what you think might feel best. As a consumer, when I first started buying KontrolFreeks, before I was even partnered or anything like that with KontrolFreek, I would typically start off with something like these Galaxy ones we have in the background here, and I'll show you why. Just go ahead and pop these guys open. Let's take a look at these two. So the Galaxy ones come with a mid-rise thumbstick on the left here, and then a high-rise thumbstick on the right. This is nice because if you're unsure what thumbsticks you might like better, it gives you the option to try both out. So for example, maybe you've never used KontrolFreeks before, and maybe you're like, maybe these mid-rise ones are like perfect fit for me. assuming you might play with none on the left and then just one on the right. Then you could try it out and be like, you know what, maybe that's too short for me. I enjoy it, but maybe it's a little too short. Luckily, the Galaxy pair comes with 2 different sizes in its package, so you can give both a go. And they do easily just pop on and off to your existing thumbsticks, as easy as that. This is an Elite controller and these thumbsticks are magnetic and pop off. But even with that feature, it's really easy to put these guys on and off. Since you have both, you're able to test them out, and then maybe you figure that you do want one on the left one. You have that option, and that's what's nice about a pair like the Galaxy. These Vortex ones we have in the background are the same way. We have a mid-rise one and then a high-rise one in the package, but not all of them come that way. So that's something to be wary of. But the ones that come with 2 high-rise thumbsticks, for example, the transparent Modern Warfare ones, both of those are high-rise thumbsticks that come in the package. I'll show you. So in the brand new transparent Modern Warfare thumbsticks, in preparation of the new Call of Duty coming out in the fall, we have 2 high-rise thumbsticks. Now, it's good to get a pair of KontrolFreeks that have 2 tall ones because, like I said, oftentimes we won't play with one on the left. So if you are able to kind of commit to a taller thumbstick, say you have bigger hands or longer fingers like I do, you can kind of off top commit to something a bit longer. And that's good. That's always a better thing, I would say, because the taller ones make you more accurate because it has better leverage and a better range of motion because they're taller. So since the transparent pair comes with 2 high-rise ones, you can play with a setup like this, no KontrolFreek here, and then a high-rise one on the right there, for years. Honestly, you can play with it for years until it starts to wear down. And once it does, you know, a long time down the road, you can just take it off and swap it for the other one. And you're good to go. They're gonna last a really long time, so you're not gonna have to do that anytime soon. But if you do get a pair that has 2 tall ones, at least you have that option. And if the tall ones kind of scare you too, of course, like I had mentioned earlier, you can go with the Omni ones. These are the shortest thumbsticks that I know exist. These guys are really, really small. You probably won't even notice them, but they're a good thumbstick to have on the sprinting thumbstick, I would say, just because they're very, very subtle, but they still provide like a good grip, a good cushion. I would not mind having this setup here. This is good. So you would have the very, very short Omni thumbstick on the left here, and then a very high-rise, taller aiming thumbstick on the right there. That's a pretty good setup. Or, you know, none at all on the left. That would work fine too. That right there, sitting pretty with that. Especially with like a first-person shooter, that's gonna do you really well. And maybe you didn't even like any of the designs that we talked about in this video. There's so many other ones. There's many different colors, many different textures, many different game-themed ones. They have Overwatch, Destiny, and many other titles that you guys are gonna be familiar with. They did a lot of collaborations with different games, and you'll probably find, you know, one of your favorite games on the list. On top of all the benefits that it gives you when it comes to performance, it also makes your controller look a lot cooler, and you can customize it and kind of make it your own, so that's really nice. Of course, guys, I am affiliated with KontrolFreek. Thank goodness, they're such an awesome partner to be with. I appreciate them so much. I absolutely love them, and I love their products. I would not endorse them or recommend them to you guys if I didn't, as a consumer, enjoy their products. Another thing they have is the lights that you see in the back of my desk here. KontrolFreek makes an LED strip that does the same thing, so it's really nice. You can change the color on them, make them flash, make them cycle between colors, make them stay a solid color, and it's really cool when it comes to stuff like what you see behind my couch, behind my desk, maybe behind your bed, underneath a table. A lot of that stuff looks really cool. KontrolFreek makes an LED strip of their own, so if you think it's cool, I recommend checking it out. My discount code works for that as well. Honestly, KontrolFreek is just great. They're just great. I love them so much. You can even see I have their little grips on my WASD keys for the keyboard as well. So they don't only just make controller things, they make some PC things. Overall, don't be too scared. All their thumbsticks are fairly similar and they all accomplish very similar things. Just because you get one thumbstick over the other, you're not gonna see a night and day difference, so don't stress too much about what's right and what's wrong, because they're all very similar in that regard overall. Some are a little better in certain areas and some are a little weaker in certain areas, but you won't see a huge difference. So whatever you kind of want and whatever you kind of go with, that's gonna be the best. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope the video was informative to you and answered most of the questions about what thumbsticks you should get and just kind of helped eliminate being in the dark when it comes to finding the right thumbsticks for you. I'll see you guys in the next new video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what thumbsticks you might think are your favorite or what ones you're gonna end up going with. See you guys in the next one. My name's Aiko. Peace.